Chapter 5. Proverbs 1-23. Chapter 5. Proverb 1. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding. God tells you to listen carefully when someone wise gives advice because it can guide you through life. Wisdom comes from experience and understanding, so value what the wise have to share. Doing so helps you avoid mistakes and make better choices. Wisdom is like a guide that keeps you on the right path. Always be ready to listen and understand what is being taught. When you listen, you grow stronger and smarter. Chapter 5. Proverb 2. That thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. Discretion means thinking carefully before acting or speaking. It includes knowing the right time and the way to act. Keeping knowledge means remembering what you learn and using what you've been taught. It's important to think before you speak or act. Use what you know to stay out of danger. Chapter 5. Proverb 3. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. People with bad intentions use sweet and flattering words to trick you. Their words sound kind and appealing, but their hearts are not true. Be cautious when someone flatters you too much, as it might be a trap. Not all sweet words come from a good heart. It's important to look beyond appearances and understand someone's real intentions. Stay alert and avoid falling for deceitful charms. Chapter 5. Proverb 4. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Choices that seem fun or exciting at first can end up causing pain. Like a bitter plant, they leave a bad taste in your life. The results can be sharp and harmful, like a sword cutting both ways. What seemed good and enjoyable can turn dangerous and regretful. Always think about the consequences of your actions. Chapter 5. Proverb 5. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell. Following bad influences leads to destruction. Their path doesn't bring joy or happiness, but instead brings harm and sorrow. Wrong choices can lead to physical, emotional, or spiritual trouble. Be mindful of where someone's behavior is leading you. Staying on the wrong path will only make things worse. Avoid anything that leads to danger or harm. Chapter 5. Proverb 6. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Bad influences don't follow a steady or good path. Their actions are unpredictable and confusing. They often change direction and can't be trusted. Don't waste time trying to understand their ways. Focus on your own path and what is right. Don't let someone's instability drag you down. Chapter 5. Proverb 7. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. God tells us to pay attention to his advice that comes from love and wisdom. His teachings protect you. Don't ignore them or stray from what you've been taught. Trust his words to always guide you for your own well-being. Listening to his wisdom and advice keeps you safe and on the right path. Chapter 5. Proverb 8. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house. Stay far away from bad influences and tempting situations. Don't even get close to things that might harm you or lead you astray. Avoid situations where you might be tempted. Avoiding temptation is easier than escaping it once you're caught. If something seems dangerous, it's better to keep your distance. Chapter 5. Proverb 9. Lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Bad choices can take away your dignity and respect. You waste precious years of your life. People who don't care about you will take advantage of your mistakes. Losing your honor means losing what makes you special. Protect your time, energy, and reputation by being wise. Don't give your best to people or things that harm you. Chapter 5. Proverb 10. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. Bad choices and carelessness can make you lose everything you've worked for. They can lead to losing your money, time, and energy. People who don't value your efforts may benefit instead of you, and may take away the rewards of your hard work. Be careful who you trust with your money and efforts. Work hard, but also protect what you earn. Chapter 5. Proverb 11. And thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. Ignoring wisdom can cause pain and regret later in life. Poor choices might harm your health or happiness. Over time, bad decisions can ruin your physical and emotional health. Regret comes when you realize the harm you've already done to yourself. Taking care of yourself today avoids pain tomorrow by making good decisions now. Avoid sorrow later by living wisely today. Chapter 5. Proverb 12. And say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof. Some people regret ignoring good advice. They realize too late that rejecting wisdom was a mistake. Pride or stubbornness stops people from listening to advice or accepting help. It's better to accept correction than to suffer later. Don't wait until it's too late to value good advice and appreciate guidance. Wise people are not afraid to admit they need help and accept correction as a way to grow and improve. Chapter 5. Proverb 13. And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined mine ear to them that instructed me. Ignoring teachers or mentors leads to regret. People often see their mistakes when they face problems. Good teachers give advice to help, not hurt. It's important to trust and respect those who teach you wisdom. Don't dismiss the wisdom shared by those with experience, as good advice keeps you on a better and safer path. Chapter 5. Proverb 14. I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Poor choices can lead to embarrassment and shame in front of others. When you stray from wisdom, your mistakes become public. This can hurt your reputation and bring you to the edge of disaster. Acting wisely helps you avoid situations where others might judge you harshly. Stay true to what is right to protect yourself from ruin. Good choices keep you respected and secure. Chapter 5. Proverb 15. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. This proverb tells you to stay faithful to what belongs to you. Appreciate and value the blessings and relationships you already have. Don't look for satisfaction in things that don't belong to you. Faithfulness brings true joy and peace. Be content with the good things in your life. Staying loyal and committed keeps you safe and fulfilled. Appreciate your family and the life you've built. Chapter 5. Proverb 16. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. This proverb warns us against sharing personal things with people who don't deserve them. Your personal and private resources and blessings should not be wasted or given away carelessly. Protect what is precious and important in your life. Keep what is precious within your family and trusted circle. Sharing too much with strangers can lead to loss and regret. Protect what you've worked hard to build. Chapter 5. Proverbs 17. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. This proverb reminds you to treasure what belongs to you, and not to give it away recklessly. Your blessings are meant to benefit you and your family. Don't allow outsiders to take advantage of what is rightfully yours. Protect your life from being invaded by strangers. Faithfulness and care ensure that your blessings stay where they belong. Chapter 5. Proverb 18. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Celebrate and cherish your marriage and family. Staying faithful, committed, and loving your spouse brings joy and blessings. Appreciate the partner you chose and nurture your relationship. Celebrate the love and bond you share with your spouse. Be grateful for the love and companionship you share. Chapter 5. Proverb 19. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe, Let her breasts satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. Love your spouse deeply and passionately. Stay loyal, committed, and focused on your partner. Loving faithfully strengthens your bond and creates a strong and joyful marriage. Enjoy the deep love and connection with your spouse. Appreciate their beauty and kindness, and let their love fill your heart. Focus on your partner's love instead of looking elsewhere. Chapter 5. Proverb 20. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? Don't fall for people who try to lead you away from your commitments. Immoral relationships may seem exciting but bring harm and regret. Stay faithful to avoid breaking trust and causing pain. True happiness comes from loyalty, not temptation. Protect your heart by avoiding people who try to lead you astray. Choose love and faithfulness over fleeting pleasure. Chapter 5. Proverb 21. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. God sees everything you do, even when no one else is watching. Nothing is hidden from him, even your thoughts and actions. He watches over you to guide and protect you. Make good decisions, knowing God is always with you. Remembering that he sees all can help you make better decisions. Trust him to lead you on the right path. Chapter 5. Proverb 22. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. Bad actions can trap you like a net and make life difficult. Sinful choices create problems that hold you back. It's hard to escape the mess caused by bad behavior. Wrongdoing ties you up and keeps you from being free and happy. Be careful not to let bad habits take over your life. Staying away from sin keeps you free, happy, and peaceful. Chapter 5. Proverb 23. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. Ignoring good advice and wisdom can lead to destruction. People who refuse to learn often suffer due to their own foolishness. Without guidance, life becomes listless and dangerous. Following wisdom brings safety, but ignoring it brings ruin. Wise teaching helps you stay on the right path and avoid danger and regret. Always value instruction. It's a gift that leads you in life.